Hi and welcome to Sunny Celebration. This is my hometown since 2002, and today we're going to be looking at all the different subdivisions, the different areas of Celebration, from the downtown area where we are today to the different villages in South, East Village, West Village and so forth. There are many different types of architectural style homes. Disney put them together with many custom home builders, and we're going to drive through all the different villages of Celebration. We're currently in the downtown area and give you an understanding, an idea, an overview of whether you feel Celebration might be the town for you. So come with me. I'd love to show you around the different streets, the different subdivisions, and educate you as to why you may like to join us and have a whole new lifestyle in Celebration. Today we are coming to East Village of Celebration. East Village is one of the newer communities that was finished off by Disney and the builders in Celebration. Most of the homes here were built in the early 2000s to mid 2000, 2005, 2006. It's probably about a 10-minute bike ride to the downtown area with shops and restaurants. Lots of walking trails with ponds, conservation. And the architectural styles of these homes are like the rest of Celebration, whereby you'll see everything ranging from traditional Mediterranean, colonial, New England style homes. The size of these homes are known as village homes, so it's just one level below the estate homes in terms of size of lots. The builders here were Issa Homes, David Weekley, Morrison Homes. On the left, if you can see, those were the smaller garden homes built by Cambridge Homes. The nice thing about Celebration is there's a complete cross-section of styles and sizes and price points and affordability. You'll commonly see the garage apartments above the garage. Very, very popular. We call them in-law apartments. Great place to have visiting friends and family come and stay with you, maintain their own privacy and that of the family inside the main home. They can also be rented out. They currently fetch about $1,500 per month by a single tenant. This is a house built by Morrison Homes, one of our previous family homes back in 2004. We moved to Celebration back in 2002, and we moved roughly 4 times, each time moving to a newer home by a different builder. Here's one of the walking paths that take you straight into Aquila. We're going to drive in there in a moment. That's where I personally sold one of the largest homes in Celebration, just under 7 million. That's an exceptional home by Clayton, and involved constructing a large home over 2 estate lots. And the little turn off to Aquila Loop is a bunch of homes built by David Weekley, other than the few homes on the perimeter built by Issa Homes, and a very large custom home builder by Clayton. So on the right here we have the Issa built village homes. These are very nice, all with pools in the back. Whether you have a screened in pool or not is entirely your personal choice. That has an open pool. That one has a cage screened lanai. That's a house we sold to a very good client out of state. So it's just like a circle, a loop, known as Aquila Loop, and offering you homes from the low $600,000 for the David Weekley home. Beautiful walking trail around the pond there. You'll see lots of nature and wildlife. I've seen deer, wild boar, turkey, a few raccoons, and obviously if you are into birds, you'll see many different species and types of birds in the trees. Again, on the perimeter we have the Issa built homes, and when we turn left here, just to show you some of the David Weekley homes. Double porches front and bottom, the elevation style. That was a great option to have with the balconies up the top. They often used to charge, at least back in the early 2000s, that was a $50,000 option. These are all wood construction, timber frame properties. What looks like wood cladding on the exterior is hardy board. It's a non-rotting composite man-made material. You can see how tight they are in between zero lot lines. These are the smallest lots in Celebration for these size homes. Remember, we don't have basements in Central Florida. Storage is a premium, particularly if you're moving from up north out of state. We're used to having a full basement. But then, of course, the Florida climate, you don't need 2 sets of clothing. No such thing as winter boots or heavy clothing for the winters here. No shoveling snow. I mean, you can literally downsize to the point where you are living with one small wardrobe of clothing. So as we come to the end of Aquila Loop, again on the perimeter we have the Issa built homes, and to the right we're going to come across just a few homes, four homes I believe, built by Jones Clayton. Jones Clayton is one of the premier custom home builders in Orlando, and it's the only homes in Celebration that had an exception to have a gated fence around the whole front, gated front drive with remote access, self-opening gates as you approach the house. This particular house on the right hand side is listed for sale at $3.5 million. The owner left to move in with her family, an elderly lady. That's an absolutely beautiful home. I'm just going to see if I can zoom in here. If you would like to see this property, do get in touch with me, 407-922-9011. As of mid-July, this property is available. It's a very large home, priced at just a hair over $3.5 million. And then the next property that we come across, again another Jones Clayton house. Most of these would be considered as Mediterranean style. And this is the largest home in Celebration. This is the most expensive home I've ever sold, just under $7 million. Built, all hand built by Jones Clayton. It's one previous owner and the existing family in there have enjoyed this home for the last 10 years with their extended family. It took me 2 days to have this home inspected with a full crew of home inspectors. In the back, this is built over 2 estate lots. In the back they have a full-size resort pool. Literally feels like you're in a small hotel. Very, very nice. And then the last home immediately to the right is a more modest sized home, probably still over 5,000 square feet. The same owner for many years. So those 4 homes there, all with their own private fenced in remote gate access. That is a unique area of Celebration. Typically wood picket fences are what you'll find on most of the front yards of Celebration. Now East Village does have, in addition to these 4 exceptional homes we just drove past, we're going to turn right in a moment down Eastlawn Drive. Eastlawn Drive have very large estate homes, all custom built by custom home builders. No 2 homes are the same. These homes to the right were built by Issa Homes, Morrison Homes, and David Weekley. These are the larger village homes. These would currently be priced in the $1.5 million price range. Nice Mediterranean home. That's a house we've sold in the past twice. Very large, deep lots, full garage apartment at the rear there that you can see. And let's see. To the left there is the community pool and playground of East Village. And we're about to turn right. We're on the roundabout now. to exit East Village via Eastlawn Drive. I often joke with out-of-town people, particularly from the West Coast, I always refer to Eastlawn Drive as the flats of Beverly Hills, because these homes are exceptional. They run from between $2 to $4 million. This particular house here is the smallest one. It just closed last week for $1.95 million, built by Issa Homes. And then we come on to the very large custom homes. These were built in between 2003 to 2006. Very large homes, all very unique to each other. Disney had built a nice lake in the back. It's actually a man-made lake. Slate tiled roofs on these particular homes. Full stone exterior cladding, brick built homes, traditional columns. All these homes would have incredible views of the lake behind. And if we slow down here between these two houses, this house we've sold in the last 2 years. This house we sold roughly 8 years ago. In fact, it was the family that sold this particular house that bought the very large house for nearly $7 million. There's a walking trail that will take you straight to the Celebration Hotel and Starbucks, about a 7-minute walk around the lake. It's about a 5-minute bike ride if you go on the streets, but you can walk around the back in under 10 minutes. The home coming up to the right, we just sold that particular property, 711 Eastlawn Drive, that just closed a few weeks ago. Very beautiful, large 5-bedroom house. Again, full views of the lake in the back. And this particular home here just went under contract. And this is the very first home coming down Eastlawn Drive. This recently closed in the last 6 months. So as we come out of Eastlawn, we're going to turn onto Celebration Avenue. And this takes us out of East Village. And if you'd like to see any of the homes in East Village, again, please do get in touch. Text or call 407-922-9011. I'd love to show you around. Thank you.